A very good morning to all my students. This is Sumit Kishore from Jharkhand University Mining Engineering Department. In this semester, we will conduct the classes in online mode. Uh, in this in this seventh semester, you all have to study one subject called Mine Environmental Engineering. You first see the syllabus of this subject. The main motive of this subject is to understand the environmental condition of any mine, means the what is the underground environment of a coal mines or any metalliferous mines. We have to study in this subject, and this subject is mine environmental engineering. We will study unit wise. In the first unit we have to study the mine fire, means we will be discussing all the types of fire. After that, in unit 2 we have to study the explosion. In any underground mines there is a chances of explosion. We will discuss the types of explosion and the various preventive measures. In unit 3 we will be discussing another disaster, that is inundation, means any accident due to water, means there is a heavy inrush of water in any underground mines is called inundation. And in the third unit we will be discussing about the airborne diseases in open cast and underground working. Before starting this chapter, first we will go through the basic topics of this subject to understand the unit 1. Now we will start with mine fire. I think every one of you know about fire. Fire is a type of combustion, any type of combustion which occurs in mine lease area is called fire. If it occurs in underground mines, it is also mine fire. If it occurs in the open cast working, it is also called mine fire. So we have to discuss in this unit 1 we have to discuss about the mine fire. In this slide PPT we will be discussing the introduction, means what is mine fire, what is the essential components of this fire, what is fire triangle, then the types of fire, the causes of fire, and the preventive measures of mine fire. So first we'll start with mine fire. See, this one is mine fire introduction chapter. In this we will know about the mine fire. In this any type of combustion which is occurring in the mine lease area, means anywhere in the official mine lease area, any type of fire, that is called a mine fire. Due to the fire there will be huge losses of men and material. So along with the loss of the men there is also loss of material, that is called economic loss. So we have two type of losses, that is direct loss and indirect loss. Direct loss means the material which is endangered, or which the material which are directly affected by the fire. For example, the coal reserve, means after the mine fire automatically the coal will be burnt and the coal reserve will be exhausted, then the mining equipment will be affected. Even the cost of firefighting will be there. We have to use the firefighting equipment, so we have to pay the cost for that. Even we require the money for recovery of the sealed off area. We have to lose the lot of part for that fiery seam. Suppose there is any fire in a particular seam, we have to lose that particular area, will not get any production from that. And the indirect losses which are that type of losses which do not directly involved in fire but indirectly affect the economy. For example, production. If the fire occur in any mines, as per the regulation we are not allowed to work in that affected area. so automatically the production will fall. This is the indirect loss. Then the fall of productivity and also affect the working of manpower, means the manpower will be simply sitting, they will not be used for any underground working. So there is a loss of manpower. So these are the indirect losses. Now we'll be discussing about the essential component of a fire. For any fire, simply fire is a combustion, but for any fire we require essentially three elements. First one is the combustible material, means that combustible material which will burn. For example, wood, coal, charcoal, these are the combustible material. The second one is the source of ignition of sufficient intensity. It means that you require a ignition material, means for example a fire matchstick. If you want to burn a page or a or any wood, you require some source of ignition. For example, you are using a candle and you try to burn a page, then this candle will be the source of ignition, but it requires sufficient intensity of heat, means the source of ignition should have a that much intensity of heat that it can burn the combustible material. Then the third one is the presence of oxygen, means without oxygen there will be no combustion. So these are the three elements: oxygen, combustible material, and the source of ignition. Apart from these three things, one more thing is required, that is there should be contact between the combustible material and the source of ignition, means both the material which is to be burnt and the source of ignition should come in contact for some particular time. That particular time is also called lag on ignition. Means for suppose you want to burn a page, okay, so you have to bring that page in contact with the fire or in contact with the candle. If it will come in the contact for 10 second or 12 second, after that it will burn. So this is called the fourth element, that is contact hour, means there must be some contact between the combustible material and the source of ignition. Now in the next slide we will be discussing about the fire triangle. Fire triangle, it is nothing, it's a virtual triangle. It is just only representation of the essential component of a fire. Why we have made a triangle here? See, the first triangle has three angles and three sides. In all these three sides we have kept the three component of fire. First one is oxygen on the blue side, on the red side it is the fuel means the combustible material which we have to burn, if it is either a coal, it is a wood or whatever. And the yellow one is the source of ignition, that is heat. And all these sides are interconnected with each other, means all are in touch. That is the contact between combustible material and the source of ignition. After that, when these three will come in contact with each other, then only the fire will generate. So this is called the fire triangle. It is only for understanding, it is a virtual triangle to understand what are the minimum requirements for a fire to occur in any place. Now we will study the classification of fire, means the types of fire. It is a general classification of fire. As per the Indian standard, there are 5 type of fire, that is class A, class B, class C, class D and class E. For your easy remembering, I tell you what is the method to remember these 5 type of classification. See, first one is the class A fire. Class A fire, remember with solid, it is a solid fire. Class B is a liquid fire. Class C is a gaseous fire. Class D is a metallic fire. Class E is a electric fire. E stand for electricity, so class E is electric fire. Now we'll discuss about this fire in broadly. See, there is a diagram of classification of fire. In this it is in the column it is written the class of fire, type of fire, type of extinguisher we will use to extinguish the fire, what is the symbol, it is given in the column. First we will discuss about the class A fire. It is a fire which occur through the solid material, means the combustible material, the material which has to burn should be a solid matter. For example, it may be timber, coal, rubber, conveyor belt, or any carbonaceous material. In a mines, this type of material will be found in underground or open cast. So this is called a solid fire. You can see the diagram is there. There is a wood burning there, so it is called a class A fire. Now class B fire. In this class B fire, B means liquid. Here B means liquid, means the combustible materials should be liquid in matter. Means suppose in the underground mines or in open cast mines we use diesel, oil, lubrication, grease. These are the liquid material. If any type of fire occur due to this liquid material, it is called class B fire. There is a diagram, you can see that. Now the class C fire, it is the fire which occurs due to the gaseous fuels. For example, in the underground coal mines, generally we have very large number of gases are found there. So these gases may burn to produce a mine fire, and after that it will lead to mine explosion. So see, suppose in underground we get methane gas. If it will burn, there will be fire, then this fire will be called class C fire. The diagram is there. The gas cylinder which is containing butane is burnt there, then it is called class C fire. Now class D fire, it is a fire due to metallic material. Means suppose you are doing a welding in anywhere, and due to the welding, that when the fire come out with that iron particle or the melted iron, then it is called class D fire. So any type of fire which occurs due to the metallic items, that is called class D fire. Now we'll move to class E fire. Class E fire is that type of fire which occurs due to any electrical equipment. Suppose some fire occurs due to switch, due to wire, due to circuit, transformer, or any type of electrical appliances, then it is called class E fire. You can see a diagram is there. In that diagram a plug is there and there is a outbreak of fire. This outbreak of fire is called class E fire. Now we'll be discussing about the type of mine fire. Actually we have discussed the classification of fire. Now we'll be discussing the type of fire which occur in the underground mines. The first, in underground mines, suppose mines may be open cast or underground depending upon the condition, various factors. If any type of fire occur in the mine lease area or mine lease boundary, it is called a mine fire. There are two types of mine fire. First one is surface mine fire and next one is underground mine fire. Surface mine fire means any type of fire which occur in open cast mines or surface mines due to any material, carbonaceous material, any liquid material, and any electricity, that is called surface mine fire. Suppose in open cast mines there is a wood, dry leaves are there, or some petrol is there. If some type of fire outbreak occur in that open cast mines, then it will be called as surface mine fire. Now we will move to underground mine fire. Suppose there is underground mines, either it may be of coal, metal, or anything. Suppose there is a coal pieces are left in the underground working, or little bit wood is left there, and suppose by mistake due to something a fire outbreak or there is outbreak of fire in any underground gallery, then that type of fire is called mine fire. Suppose if in the underground coal mines, if there is a fire occur due to the burning of a water pump, then it is also called a fire, and it will be of type E because it occurs due to the electricity. So any type of fire which occurs in the underground mines, any type of underground mines, either it is a coal mines or it is a metal mines, it is called a underground mine fire. Now we will be discussing the major causes of mine fire. In this slide you can see the various types of causes of mine fire is there. First one is spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion means that type of combustion which occurs without application of external source of ignition. Means we do not apply any source of ignition, we do not apply any type of source of ignition. It simply burns spontaneously, means there is a self heating. This is called spontaneous combustion. For example, coal, there is a coal in underground gallery of a underground coal mines. Okay, when it come in contact with fresh oxygen, I'm telling, when it comes in contact of fresh oxygen with that particular coal, then what will happen? Simultaneously, after some time, there is a self combustion in that coal. That self combustion is called spontaneous heating. The next one is electricity. Due to electrical equipment, there may be chances of fire. There is a due to friction. Suppose the belt conveyor is installed in any mines. Due to friction between the belt and the material, there may be chances of fire. The fire may be due to the blasting. Suppose during the blasting, some explosive do not blast, there may be chances of misfire. During that misfire, there may be chances of fire. Explosion. Generally, explosion occur just after the mine fire. Actually, suppose there is a mine fire in underground working, and when it comes in contact with the methane gas which is found in underground coal mines, then what will happen? There may be explosion in mines, and which will be a very dangerous and disastrous. The next one is careless handling of the naked lamp, open light, or any matchstick. Means if anyone is carrying any open light in underground working, or the naked light, or they have left the lamp anywhere in the underground working, then it may lead to the fire. There may be chances of fire due to welding, soldering, cutting, gas cutting, arc cutting in the underground working, but not in an open cast. There may be fire due to frictional electricity. There may be fire due to gulf area. Actually, in the underground working, when the coal is taken out from a particular pillar, then that area is called gulf. So there is a huge accumulation of gases. That accumulation of gases may lead to the mine fire. Now we will discuss the preventive measures of mine fire. Uh, Generally, for underground or open cast mine, these are the basic preventive measures. You can take a lot of measures are there. We will discuss broadly in the next part. In this part, um, uh, first one is the will do not allow any worker or any employee in underground coal mines to carry any cigarette, matchbox, BD, lighter, or any open light. And it is also as per the regulation, we can't carry any open light or any type of source of ignition inside the mines. The next one, do not allow allow burning of fire inside mine or within a, means suppose this is in any underground mines. If you want to burn anything on the surface area, you are not allowed to burn within a radius of 15 meter, or you are not supposed to burn any type of light in underground or open cast mine. Next one is the we should not avoid the welding of headgear and headgear or any type of welding inside the mines without the permission of the statutory body, without the permission of JMDS. Means it is very risky. While you are doing a welding, there may be chances of outbreak of fire. We should avoid any type of welding, repairing, or any type of workshop activity in underground coal mines. We should not allow, we should even not allow to stock the coal uh, in a huge amount in the open cast working or in underground working on the dump yard area. It may also lead to the spontaneous combustion. So there are lots of preventive measures we will discuss in the latter part. And this is the basic gist of this mine fire. You should go through this video, and I will also send you the deep notes of this mine fire. After in the next part, that is in the part 2, we will discuss about the extinguisher. We will discuss about the spontaneous hitting, what are the indication of spontaneous hitting, how to take the precaution against spontaneous hitting, and the various disasters that occurs in the underground coal mines. We'll be discussing in the latter part. Thank you, and stay at your home and stay safe and go through the online videos. If you have any doubt, you can call at any time. You are free to ask any type of query related to this, and I am also sending the PDF notes of this Mindfire. You can go through it. Thank you.